Shut up, Ives. I'll find it sooner or later.
I'm going to punch you in the box.
I don't have a box. Come back to Ori. We're talking about box punching.
And if you stuck your dick in a box, that you'd have a box.
It would, yeah.
That's a really old SNL skit at this point.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still hold up a little bit.
No, it doesn't. All right, it kind of does. Pretty funny. Did you ever put your dick in a box? No? You're thinking about it.
I sort of, but not that type of box.
Like a shoe box?
No.
A gift box?
No. I wasn't trying to wrap my dick. Let's put it that way.
Well, you weren't trying to wrap your dick.
Nope.
All right, let's not unpack that one. You
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to tell that story.
I'm not going to go into that detail. It's a little too explicit even for us.
Even for us. Weren't we just talking about poop explosions?
God damn
You're
it.
gonna die on spikes.
There we
No,
go.
maybe not.
Not having the triple jump is definitely fucking up my steez.
Do you have that ability and you just don't have it equipped?
I haven't gotten it yet. It's later on in the game. But it's like when in Metroid, when you start being able to shoot through walls and stuff, you're like, oh, I can shoot through walls now. Everything's easy. And then if you replay the game from the beginning and you don't have that ability, you're like,
yeah,
fuck.
It's like you were mentioning it before. Like in every Metroid ever, one of the first upgrades that you get is the morph ball.
Yep.
It's like the fifth or sixth thing you get. Like I played for the first hour of that game. Like, why don't I have the morph ball yet? I must be going the wrong way.
And if you know anything about Metroid games, which I didn't know the first time I played Dread, but on the second playthrough it made sense. There's like so many spots you pass by. You're like, oh, that's a place I can morph ball. That's a place I can morph ball.
Yeah.
And you're just like, can't go there yet.
A lot of backtracking.
Oh, shit. It's...
Bad plan. How's your fall cleanup going, Ives?
Mostly done. My landscaper did most of the stuff already that was on the ground. All I had to do was the gutters, which were pretty horrible this year because we just had I feel like we had a very abrupt drop in temperature all of a sudden, and that's what precipitated all the leaves falling at once.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what happened in our yard.
Yeah.
I was like one day there was a couple of leaves down, and then the next day all the trees were naked.
Yep.
like you heard overnight 11 o'clock at night one day it was just whoomp.
Yeah. Like that scene in Monty Python.
Outside? Is it scene in what?
In Monty Python, the Search for the Holy Grail, where they're doing the narration in between, and it's and winter turned to spring.
Oh yeah.
and spring turned to summer, and then summer went right straight back into winter, and all the leaves just fall.
Yeah, you're right. That's what happened. So I had to there was one day I had just come home from work, and I had to leaf walk my way in my driveway.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got to take care of this now.
It's one of the weirdest things about home ownership is having to take care of nature on your property.
That's such a hassle.
Yeah. It's a never-ending fucking battle that you always lose.
Oh yeah. What, a man never wins against nature.
Man versus nature. What did I pick up? Oh, I picked up the herb pouch.
Yeah, what is that for? Is this a quest item? You gonna give it to somebody?
You'll see.
You found the herb pouch. You have to give it to Roy, and he'll give you bubblegum. You have to chew the bubblegum and give the wrapper to a raccoon, and the raccoon will give you a slice of crusty pizza. The crusty pizza will rot, and the rotted pizza will grow penicillin. You need to bring the penicillin to the sick boy in the next village over. The sick boy in the next village over will give you a harmonica. You have to eat the harmonica and then poop it out.
Is that from something, or are you just rattling off?
I just went a little crazy. Why? You want me to keep going? I'll do it.
I mean, it's pretty impressive. I thought it was from something.
Is that a flutterby? What is that? That thing's cool. It's got shiny back stuff.
Shiny back me.
It's just holding its arm out like it's got a coat full of watches.
Yep.
What are you buying?
I always have to calculate this because it's 10% chance to deal 50% bonus damage. So really it's 5% extra damage.
Yeah, why does it just say that? Why do I have to do math?
Yeah.
Playing video games to avoid math.
Yeah, there's a triple jump I was talking about.
Oh, it's a good thing you have none of the money you need for it.
Yep. This will actually help though because
Life harvest. I really like the little not lemur guys.
Yep.
I think they're my favorite so far.
They're cute. God damn it.
Is that like a friendly Lionel?
Yep. This is the guy that I was telling you would bring the ore to.
But like he looks like the same design.
Yep. He just defected to our side. He's like a former Russian KGB agent. I think we are going to.
God, I wish I had hair like that.
Giant mane.
I'd have to become a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Bad Thorn. Bad. Wish yard work were that easy.
Yeah. Done. Sometimes I wish I could just snap my fingers and have shit like happen. Like in
Like I Dream of Genie, except it's a snap instead of a nose wiggle.
Yep. Because there's so many tasks like laundry folding, cleaning, yard work. I don't want to fucking deal with this
I had
right
a
now.
conversation with Viv a couple days ago, and I was like, why does all the food that's delicious bad for me?
Yeah.
Why can't like broccoli be awesome
Yeah.
and also good for me?
I've actually
And like really easy to cook and just ready to eat whenever I want it.
I found a really good way. It's not a healthy way to prepare broccoli, but it's a good way to prepare broccoli is saute in a pan with some olive oil and then throw Parmesan cheese and shredded cheddar cheese on. Then put a little bit of water after you've cooked it for about 10 minutes. And it like basically steams and melts the cheese. And you get nice melty broccoli cheesy goodness.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's not healthy, obviously, because the cheese is like 1,000,000 carbs, but it's fucking delicious. And that's, at least I'm eating some vegetable
You're
along with
getting
my
the
cheese.
fiber that you wouldn't
Yeah.
have otherwise.
Getting my fiber with my carbs.
We got I bought Viv a bread making machine
Mm,
for her birthday.
okay.
Was it her birthday or was it her anniversary? I got her for something. And we just stopped buying bread.
Really?
It's great. She just makes bread all the time now, and it's really good.
Does it make like baguettes or what kind of style bread?
Well,
does
you can use the bread machine to like proof and make dough, and you can just take the dough out of the bread machine and put it. You can make a baguette.
Okay.
Just because the bread machine itself makes like a condensed loaf
okay.
of bread, but you can take the dough out and make a longer bake out of it and
Okay.
make a baguette. So yeah, we haven't done that yet. We haven't tried it because it's just so easy to like put everything in the machine and then walk away, and then 4 hours you have a loaf of bread.
Nice.
But she's made like rye, she's made oatmeal bread, she's made cinnamon raisin bread, which is really good. But it's like, it's also kind of dangerous because now it's just like, what can we make that's bad for us now?
Yeah. I know. That's the thing. Like almost, I'd say 3/4 to 90% of my meals incorporate either bread or cheese or both.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
just,
the American dream.
I can't stop. Like it's my addiction. If I'm addicted to anything, it's definitely bread and cheese.
And fucking milk.
Well, yeah.
You goddamn milk monster.
But I mean, that falls into the category of dairy, which we already know.
You're right.
I feel like there's very few versions of any sort of dairy product, in my opinion, that's not amazingly delicious.
You don't do ice cream though.
I do now. I didn't for a long time.
I haven't seen it.
I thought you did. I thought you made a comment about how you were surprised that I was eating ice cream once. You were like, you said something to the effect of, "You don't eat ice cream." I'm like, "You do."
You don't eat ice cream.
And you watched me in awe and disbelief as I ate it in front of you.
I watch you in awe regardless of what you're doing.
True. I got it in the pot.
That's not a good place to be. You just wreck someone's kitchen.
I got so high in that pot. I got the pot smells. I've been smelling pot I actually went to a restaurant parking lot the other day, and I was parking my car. I was waiting for someone to leave, like a park, and they were in the corner of the parking lot. And as soon as I pulled in, there was like 2 dudes standing in the corner, out of line of sight originally from me.
2 ne'er-do-wells.
They were smoking the most pungent weed I'd ever smelled. And then as soon as I pulled in, they pieced out because they realized they were super under headlight.
Well, I mean, they're
Vision.
stinking up the place too.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's more of like common courtesy to excuse yourself than I might get in trouble with the popo.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is like now that it's become decriminalized or legalized in basically everywhere where we live,
What is that guy?
I feel like everyone's way out more out in the open about it, even if they're still not comfortable doing it in public.
Yeah, I had one of my coworkers was complaining about like he had gone to the beach with his wife and his 2 kids, and his kids like they're in college, they're not kids.
Yeah.
But he was complaining that like there was a bunch of people at the beach smoking pot and it stunk.
Yeah.
But like he was like, why are they allowed to like smoke pot at the beach? I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's kind of obnoxious because you're in public and the smell could get onto other people and they may not enjoy the smoke, of course.
Right.
But he was complaining like, why do they get to smoke and I can't drink beer?
Yeah.
I'm like, did you drive to the beach? Yeah. Well,
Exactly. I mean, I get it. Everyone wants to do their drug of choice, but
I'm like, I made the argument, not that I really wanted to argue with him, but I like made the point. I'm like, you can get like a 6-pack of beer and bring it to the beach.
Most beaches.
And most beaches and get away with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
people will stop you, but there's also the issue of like, I've been to the beach plenty of times and there's been like the 6 or 12-pack litter all over the fucking place. If somebody's smoking a joint or smoking pot or doing whatever at the beach, there's like no litter.
True.
And even if there is, it's like, it's going to be like biodegraded in no time at all.
That's one thing we were talking about before about vape pen needles and stuff like that. I'm like,
yeah.
That vape pen needles would be, to me, more obnoxious than like a cigarette butt or a, weed.
It's hard plastic.
Roach. Because at least those other things are like small. They kind of degrade under like normal weather conditions. Whereas, yeah, plastic, not so much.
Not only that, like the story I was telling you before was like Viv had a leak in one of her tires. And she brought it to the tire shop and was like, I have a slow leak. Can you please patch my tire? And the guy, like, before he even looked at the tire, he's like, I'll bet anything it's one of those vape pen cartridge thingies. And he pulled it out and he showed Viv and he was absolutely right. It was one of those cartridges from a vape pen. He's like, he was telling Viv, like, I get like 6 or 7 of these a week, at least.
Yeah.
People just driving around and like, or walking on the sidewalk, I guess, and just littering their vape pen shit. But like, a cigarette butt as litter, I don't want to see it either, but it's not going to like puncture your tire.
Right.
Fucking seabirds aren't going to eat it.
Yeah.
Well, they will, but they'll pass it.
I really don't get...
Or they won't, and they'll die.
Cigarette smoking or any kind of nicotine-based tobacco-based smoking in general. Because at least when you're smoking like weed, you're getting some sort of high out of it. I feel like, and I can't speak...
Didn't you used to smoke for a little while?
No, I tried a cigarette once.
And that was it. You had it.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Like at least like weed, the first time I tried it was pleasant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it was a new experience that I wasn't quite prepared for. Like cigarettes, I feel like don't do anything for you until you become addicted, and then it's a way to satisfy that addiction.
Oh, that's exactly what my stepdad is like. That's his whole life. He hates smoking.
Yeah.
But he's not going to stop.
Like if it did something for you, like enhance some sort of experience, then it'd be all like, all right, well, at least there's some sort of redeeming quality to it. But the fact that doesn't exist just doesn't make sense why anyone would want to in the first place. Especially knowing what we know about it now, but
hey, it's Frogman.
That's just my personal opinion.
He's friend-shaped. Mister, I could listen to you talk for at least an hour. Probably more.
Something about his like lower jaw just makes me want to jiggle him.
Just give him like a little slap back and forth a couple times. Give him the chin jiggle wiggle. You want to flick it? That's mean.
My grandfather used to do that. He called it a fickety bug. And he'd flick you on the arm really hard with it. I was like, this is not a fun game that I want to play.
That's like classic grandpa.
Yeah.
Ives, come here. I want to give you a flickety bug.
Yeah. I feel like that was his way of taking out microaggressions on children.
Kids fucking suck. you're a kid, fuck you. No offense.
If you are now or ever were a kid.
Yeah, Rob doesn't like you. there go our no subscribers. Damn it. Can't get up there?
Not yet. There's a dash swim that I get eventually.
You become a dolphin?
Yep. There's other stuff down here though. Yep.
Ooh.
Secrets. I really need to get to underwater breathing. It makes this so much fucking easier.
These fish are mad.
They is. More ore.
It's pretty forgiving. It gives you plenty of time to
Yeah.
not just explore, but also like get your way back.
But I prefer to not have to like watch my oxygen meter like super closely.
Yeah, I agree. Bye, Frogman. Or is he a toad?
He's a toad.
The wellspring is awoken. The waters flow clean. Squeaky mill. Rushing water.
For a second, I almost read that as squeaky milk.
Now. We can swim. Oh my god, are we gonna watch them swim? Go back. I want to watch them swim. Oh,
They don't swim. They don't do shit in your presence. They're kind of private like that. Swim faster.
Yeah, press A or hold A.
If there's anything in here.
How are you liking the Switch so far? I know it hurts your hands.
I mean, I like it. I actually want to play more games on it. I just have to find stuff that I can like actually play that don't make my hand feel like I've got carpal tunnel by the end.
That's a little bit on you and not the Switch, dude. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but you have death grip problems.
Yeah. All right, come on.
Oh, you're almost out. When your bar runs out, is it an immediate death, or do you just like
No, I think
you start taking damage?
You take damage over time, thankfully. That's actually kind of annoying when they insta-kill you when you run out of breath. Because there's lots of times where I like just barely miss getting to the other side. Spadoinkin.
Every time you recharge your health, all I can think is, I have the power!
Yep.
I don't like that thing. Go kill it.
You belong to her.
Ew.
Yep.
Ew.
You know, as many times as I play this, it's still not clear to me why everything in here is petrified.
I bet that place is really salty. Cool.
Yep. Pus bubbles. You can bounce on them.
Probably methane, but yeah, sure. Yuck. Boop.
This is like the saddest song in the whole game.
You're the saddest song in the whole game.
Thanks.
You win! Ooh.
Tricky.
Oh. Good job.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck.
Oh no!
The
No coming
foreground.
back from that, huh?
The foreground obscured my vision of what was going on behind
Sure
me.
did.
He's gonna go over here first, because I know there's a safe spot.
Game shaved.
Save that game. It is way too hirsute.
What's next on the Ori agenda?
Capture
Hey, look at that. That
the
guy.
Russian cosmonauts.
Ah, light bearer. On the trees now look, like only when tree lingers. Ah, even she is not home.
He's gonna give me a stick.
Lead-like place. Yes, as you're kinded before. Unless you can bring my last daughter healing. Bear the poisoned limb, light bearer. Find a healer of nature. right where your kind has wronged.
Pleh.
Fetch. Lifeless branch.
Here, have this stick.
Yep.
Here, go save the world. Here's a stick.
Well, I guess we'll do more exploring on the next episode, Rob.
We'll use our stick.
Jam it straight up the asses of all the enemies in this world. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's late.
You were
We've
going
ate Chinese food.
You were going to the butt place again.
That was my favorite spot. Stop.
It's your default.
It is. Boy.
Butt stuff.